Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey, everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be doing some my eras in NBA 2k25. Put a lot of modern players back in the 80s to see how they perform. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any of the videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be getting into NBA 2k25, the Magic and Bird era back in 1983 with modern players after the intro coming in here now.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
America! Demand!
JP!
I want
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
Call your cable company and say I want my
MJP! And in the first game today, we have the Phoenix Suns coming into Chicago to face off against the Chicago Bulls. This will be an interesting matchup because the Phoenix Suns have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, as well as Walter Davis, who is an unheralded, underrated shooting guard from the 80s, as well as Maurice Lucas and Alvin Adams. And then you see the starting lineup for the Bulls there. And so this is going to be an interesting matchup to see how it plays out. And at the end of the first quarter, we have the Bulls off to the lead. Big jam there by Jordan. Jordan knocking down the jump shots, taking it to the rack, just tearing up the Phoenix defense all over the place. They can't stop him. They can only hope to contain him at the end of one. And then at halftime, we have the Phoenix Suns behind 33-46 over Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls are definitely coming to play, and so far the modern players of Durant and Booker haven't been able to do a whole lot to help compete in this game, which has been an interesting discovery. And Michael Jordan leads the way at half with 19 points and 9 of 18 from the field. So good first half there for Jordan, as he's still completely unstoppable. And the end of the third quarter, we have the Bulls continue to ahead. Big jam there by Jordan, knocking down the shot by Bob Dandridge. Nice drive there by Reggie Theus. Big shot there, wide open. And then there's Enos Watley taking it to the rack with authority on the Phoenix Suns. And the game ends with the Chicago Bulls blowing out the Phoenix Suns 91-66. It wasn't even close. Jordan just completely dominated Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, as well as the 1983 Suns. But here's some of the plays. Jordan rocking the baby to sleep there. Good drive there by Bob Dandridge. Jordan knocking down the three. He can hit the three. Big jam on Devin Booker. Bob Dandridge knocking open the wide open jump shot. Let's take a look at the box scores there. Jordan had 40 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Shot the ball decently. Did enough to get the victory here. That's all that matters. I am playing these games on 8-minute quarters, and it's being simulated for the computer for 10-minute quarters because, you know, I don't want to have to play a full game, but you want to get the best of it. And Bob Dandridge, he had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, no steals, shot 10 of 11 from the field, so incredible shooting night for Bob Dandridge. Probably should have given him the rock a little bit more, but he's turned into a great Robin to Batman for Jordan, because I will not be drafting Scottie Pippen down the road. Jordan's going at this one alone. And then Reggie Theus was also really good with 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 9 assists. Shot the ball rather well for Reggie Theus, so good game for him. It's all the help that Jordan can get scoring the ball is much needed. And then Enos Watley came in off the bench. Well, good 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's turned into the go-to man for the second unit for sure. Dave Corzine, he was there. And then for the Suns, Walter Davis, like I said, good shooting guard from the 80s. People talk about the lack of shooting guards in the 80s, but he's an 80s shooting guard, and he was the top scorer on this team, and he had 20 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Shot 9 for 20, so not terrible. Devin Booker, he put in 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Also shot 9 for 20 and only 1 of 5 from downtown. So the 80s rules were getting to him a little bit. You know, it wasn't as easy to get those wide open shots as he was used to. Kevin Durant, you know, he had a little bit subpar Kevin Durant game, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Shot 7 of 16 from the field and 0 for 2 for 3. So again, these translations of the modern players to the older rules, they are having some problems. Maurice Lucas, he was solid for the Suns as well. Nothing spectacular. And, you know, James Buddha Edwards, you know, he was future Piston, but playing for the Suns back in 1983. And then let's take a look around the league. And the Portland Trail Blazers get the win over the New Jersey Nets. And Jim Paxson and Clyde Drexler lead the way. Damian Lillard only has 10 points. Did have 7 assists, though. And then in the next game, we have the Celtics getting the wins over the Trailblazers. Bob Cousy leads the way for them with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. He was all over the place. Did have 5 turnovers, though. Jaylen Brown, second leading scorer. Good game for him. Damian Lillard finally came out of his shell a bit for the Trailblazers, but it wasn't enough. And the Knicks get the victory over the San Diego Clippers. Bernard King leads the way for them. Good game, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Willis Reed also put in 24 points and 9 boards, so good game for him as well. You know, he's definitely a banger. And then the Philadelphia 76ers get the victory over the Indiana Pacers. Dr. J puts in a huge game, 41 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Great game for him, 3 blocks as well. Just tearing it up for Dr. J. And then Moses Malone also has 27 and 12 for the 76ers. And the Bullets get the victory over LeBron and the Cavs. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, leads the way for them with 28 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So he seems to be translating to the 80s pretty well for the Ant-Man. Good for him. Don Ohl also had a big game. LeBron played decent, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks, but again, not enough as the Ant-Man outdueled King James in this one. And got the Kings getting the victory over the Nuggets, and Alex English leads the way for them. Joel Embiid played decent for the Kings, but Eddie Johnson, he was really the main player for the Kings on this day. And then next up we have the Kansas City Kings versus the Chicago Bulls in Chicago. Let's see what Oscar Robertson and Joel Embiid have in store for Michael Jordan. Here's a look at the starting lineups. We got Oscar Robertson, and I think his name is Billy Knight, Eddie Johnson, Ed Neal, and Joel Embiid for the Kansas City Kings, going against Reggie Theus, Michael Jordan, Bob Dandridge, Dave Greenwood, and Dave Corzine for the Bulls. Let's see how this one plays out. And at the end of the first quarter, you got Jordan making the good jump shots, just tearing it up, taking it to the rim with a reverse layup. Look at that. Another nice layup by Air Jordan. Another layup, just taking it to him in the first quarter, showing Oscar Robertson who the really big dog is in the NBA. And at halftime, we have the Bulls out to a commanding lead over the Kansas City Kings. It's turning into a blowout here in Chicago. The Bulls are just completely taking it to them. Oscar Robertson is playing well, but it's just not enough. And they're going to need some more production out of Joel Embiid. 27-46 for Chicago at half. If the Kings want to win this game, Joel Embiid needs to be dominating down low, take advantage of Dave Corzine. He can't hang with him, but so far that's not really what's going on. The best player of the first half was Michael Jordan, 28 points, 1 assist, 12 of 17 from the field. So he's being completely unstoppable for the Kansas City has no answer for his airness so far in this one. And at the end of 3, you can see Oscar Robertson trying to get it close, doing his best to keep the Kings in this game. Dave Corzine with a big play even. So let's see what they got in the 4th quarter. And the game ends with the Bulls blowing out the Kings 88-60, not even close. The Big O just completely got dominated and outplayed by his airness in this one. Jordan's putting everybody on notice that he is the player of the league now. Taking it to the rack with authority, getting the end one. Reggie Theus with the big two-handed dunk. And Ed Neely getting a little bit of a shot there. Misses. Good rebound there. Jordan just lighting it up from all over the place. He is our player of the game. Of course, it's his airness. Now let's take a look at the box score and see what kind of stats everyone put up. Jordan put in 54 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, shot 25 of 37, didn't attempt any threes in this one, was content with just taking it to the rack until they stopped him, and they couldn't really do that, and his mid-range jumper was just hitting it all over the place. So they really didn't have any answer for Jordan in this one. Bob Dandridge was again proven to be a solid Robin here. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 5 for 10 from the field. So not a bad game for Bob Dandridge. Could have, put in a couple more. Enos Watley came in off the bench with 10 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, shot 5 for 8. So good play off the bench for Enos Watley. Good player for the Bulls' second unit there. Reggie Theus, he was okay with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shot 4 of 8. Need a little bit more out of Reggie. Dave Corzine did pull down 12 rebounds, but that's pretty much it. And for the Kings, Oscar Robertson, the Big O, had 31 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and shot the ball rather well. So he had a good game. He just didn't get enough help at all from the rest of his team. Really let him down there because he was going back and forth with Jordan quite a bit throughout the game and was holding his own, as the numbers show. Billy Knight just got absolutely demolished by Jordan. Really just couldn't even hang with him whatsoever. Eddie Johnson, they needed more out of their small forward, and they didn't get it, unfortunately. But the real story is Joel Embiid, only 2 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 of 6 from the field. That's not getting it done. And in the next game, they got the Houston Rockets coming into Detroit to face off against the Detroit Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Let's go in this one. This one got Calvin Murphy for the Rockets, as well as Robert Reed, Rudy Tomjanovich, Elvin Hayes, and Ralph Sampson making up the starting lineup. For the Pistons, we have Isaiah Thomas, Kelly Tripucka, Mikey J, Cliff Livingston, and Bill Laimbeer in the middle. So let's go see what these Rockets got. And we end the first quarter with the Pistons out in front. Isaiah's really taking it to him here. Mikey J hitting the 3. Nice kind roll there. And hitting the nice mid-range shot as well. Getting the pass, getting everybody involved. So good start so far for the Pistons. And our first spotlight player for today is going to be Ralph Sampson. And he was playing, okay. He needed to be a little bit more assertive, but he was getting some boards, getting some nice little shots down low, and cleaning it up, and was being an imposing force down low overall. So Ralph Sampson for the Rockets, he is our first quarter spotlight player. And at halftime, the Pistons are blowing out Houston 51-29. It's not even close. They're getting completely ran off the court here in the Palace of Auburn Hills. These 1983 Pistons are looking tough, and these 1983 Rockets are looking like one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the league, 51-29 at half. And the standout player for the Rockets here today is Calvin Murphy. He's really given Isaiah all he can handle. He's being a tough point guard there for the Houston Rockets, and has been their main scoring offense. And he's just been knocking down shots, stealing the ball from Mikey J there. He's been the main source of offense here for the Houston Rockets in this game. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough help, but, you know, you can't fault him. He's definitely getting done for Houston. Great play at the point guard spot out of Calvin Murphy in this one. And then for the Pistons, Kelly Tripucka has come in and hit some big shots, getting left wide open. And when he's got to sink it, and that's what he's doing. So he is our halftime spotlight player for the Pistons. Special K, Kelly Tripucka. But the player of the half so far in this one has, of course, been Mikey J. He has put in 22 points, 1 assist, 9 of 15 from the field for the Pistons, and is just carrying them to this dismantling of Houston. Houston, we have a problem. And we end the third quarter with the Pistons continuing to dismantle the Rockets here in Detroit. Kelly Tripucka hitting the shots, Mikey J taking it to the rack. Houston's got no answer for this Detroit Pistons team in this one. Isaiah hitting down the wide open shots, so just completely taking advantage of the Rockets here. It's not even close. And here is our second star of the game, and it is Isaiah Zeke Thomas. He has absolutely been all over the place in this. He's been taking it right at Calvin Murphy and going over Ralph Sampson, hitting the jumpers when they leave him wide open. Taking it right at Sampson, getting the layup, getting the wide open shots. And then the game ends with the Pistons blowing out the Rockets 94-58. It wasn't even close. The crowd here in Detroit loves it, and Mikey J has led the Pistons to another victory, and the Rockets are going home not even just defeated, but absolutely embarrassed. Big block there by Mikey J. Look at the tomahawk jam right there, hitting the wide open shots. Kelly Tripucka with the big shots. Another big dunk by Mikey J, just all over the place in this one. And Mikey J is our player of the game, hitting the three, getting the kind roll there, hitting all the wide open shots when they leave him open, taking it to the rack with the tomahawk jam, getting the runner there in the lane, getting the boards, nice two-handed jam there, getting another rebound, just all over the place. Houston had no answer for Mikey J in this one whatsoever. It was his night. And now let's take a look at the box scores. Mikey J had 45 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 steals, 1 block. Shot 1 of 6 from the three-point line. Could have been a little bit better there, but great game overall. Plus, the Pistons picked up the victory. What more can you ask for out of the leader there? He's off to a great start. Isaiah had 20 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 2 steals. Shot 8 of 15. Was 2 for 2 from downtown, so good with knocking down the wide open threes when they were available to him. Kelly Tripucka had 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 5 of 12 from the field, and 2 for 5 from downtown. So good third option there for him. Curitin came off the bench and had 5 points and 6 boards. Bill Lambier had 4 points and 9 boards. And that's pretty much it for them. And then for the Rockets, Calvin Murphy had a big game, 28 points, 0 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks. Did have 4 turnovers, though, and shot 50%, but he was definitely the main offense for the Rockets. Ralph Sampson, he was solid with 13 points and 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, only 1 block. He needed to be a little bit bigger of a force down low than he actually was in this one. And then the rest of the Rockets just didn't have anything to offer. Well, that is my video for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned as this series and season continues here in NBA 2K25. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care, everybody.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.